Hey everybody, apparently the video's not going to play, but hey, here's our 5-minute opening. Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for another exciting edition of Tiny Meng Tuesday. As always, I am one of your fearless hosts, Diamond Dave Wheeler, and with me, as always, is the effervescent madman of Minneapolis, Matt Lind. Oh, and his big old kitty. Oh, kitty. What's going on,
hello. Man? Nigel has decided to join us. He has recently been allowed downstairs because he's one of the few cats I can trust to not chew on my stuff, theoretically. And he has decided that he will violently cuddle with me sometimes. So he just jumps up on me.
Fair enough.
He goes, ow, claws.
Oh, what's up, Tony? Howdy from Sin City. He's out in Vegas right now. What's up, Tuck? How's it going? Oh man, that is some ferocious snuggles you are getting right now.
Yeah, he is. He is digging in.
Such a ham, Mitch Falcon. Which Sin? He's in Vegas.
All of them. I
Tuck's
will not
got
be
to ask.
customizing the cat. I mean, he could use a good toothbrushing, but
no
drum he would let me.
Oh, Quintillion, hey. Apparently all of them. Nice. So what Matt might not know, I'm not sure. So earlier this afternoon I did a test on my own Twitch stream on the Dave Wonder channel. So just kind of I unboxed the punk frogs, so which I'm going to turn into ska frogs. I'm going to give them some horns and some sunglasses. It's going to be great because I'm that guy. Oh, what up, Candace? How's it going? Thank you. I'm actually restoring that for one of my buddies. So it'll be nice. That'll probably actually be in 1 or 2 weeks. I just primed everything and kind of chipped away the damage that was there. Hey, Wade, how's it going? So welcome to Tiny Meng Tuesday, everybody, the show where we chop shop and talk shop. We'll be doing some live customizing tonight. Matt might not be.
We'll see. Also, now at some point, now he's getting bitey.
He's locked down. It's locked down, just like all of us have been in the past. I'll be working on a couple different things. I'm going to be painting some shoes on some figures. So right there, I'll be painting those. I got to make a neck joint for the Tonga Kid for my buddy Amon. Mitch Frogs. Will the frogs slip? Mitch. I call them Mitch Frogs. Mitch Falcon. Will the frogs have slip-on checker shoes? I'm thinking of that. Legit thinking on that. Why do I have an echo? How do I have an echo?
Hey, no biting now. I'm setting you down. There.
Leave something. I don't know what I left up.
Oh, covered in hair.
Candace says can't customize. Too much floof.
Apparently. Whew. Yeah, go lay on the floor somewhere, Cat.
What are you working on this evening, Matt?
Getting the hair out of my mouth is priority number one. Well, let's see. What do I have? Oh, don't make me go after you, Cat. I tried this on kind of a whim when I found the figures, and now I'm going to make a permanent version because the neck joint was just a little too long. Let's see. Did I get it right? Yeah, I'll just put some hot glue in there.
Oh, for your Shang-Chi spot? Yeah, man. It's making me itchy to track one of those down.
I mean, you'll probably be able to hit clearance. We'll see here. There'll be a gap, I think, if the neck height is okay, but probably not too bad. So yeah, throw some hot glue in there, get that set up.
Hold up, I'm gonna put you on the spot cam. Can you show that again, just so folks can see it a little bit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
it's cool.
So yeah, the gap I think won't be too bad. Just throw some hot glue in the joint there, some Vaseline, and have a little more kind of, I guess, current-y comic / Avengers Shang-Chi. We'll see. After I see the movie, I may be more into the Simu Liu look, but for now,
I love him as an actor. So it's one of those things where I'm like, oh man, like I really don't collect the MCU stuff, like outside of Spider-Man, just because I'm a junkie. Hey, at least I admit
it. That's true. That's step number one.
So I'm trying.
And then yeah, I've been working on. I was doing some dremeling on the nanny figure that I'm.
Oh yeah. God, that's coming along.
Not Fran Drescher, but
It is weird to see Shang-Chi with a shirt. Man, have you seen the GPS lot Gi set has been calling to me for the last several weeks, and I'm like,
I picked that up and I like it, but the red does not match the molded red of the pants.
Oh, okay.
Which bummed me out.
Well, then doesn't it come with pants and the gi?
It does, but the cloth pants don't look as good to me.
That's fair.
I don't know. And then I'm working on some other stuff, so we'll see where the evening takes me. I'll just move my thing over here.
All right, I am actually rummaging through my foot bin to find an ankle cup. Why am I echoing so bad? This is so weird.
Hopefully it's not me.
I don't know. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, Mitch Falcon. Oh, that's a bummer. So I think legit, I would just put on the whole thing, and then I thought about getting it and then putting some spray adhesive on the figure, like the actual sculpted figure, so that it would stick, so it would like tack on, so you'd kind of maintain the sculpted look.
Yeah, I don't know. The fabric was kind of funky, and then it didn't look quite as good. It's like a spandexy sort of material. Yeah. So it just hugged weird. It's a really cool set. I'm glad I got it, but it was more, I'm like, it's not, So we'll see what I do. I might try and get Danny to do a version of the top at least in a better color. And the other thing I was going to do was to put because he doesn't have the orange circles on the wrists. No, or at least the GPS lot one doesn't, which doesn't surprise me, I guess. But I can do that pretty easily.
I really appreciate this comment. You should see Matt's toy room. Gosh,
it's behind me, and also welcome, Jeremy. It was nice to see you behind the masks at the first show on Sunday.
Oh man, was he back? Were you back in town, Jeremy? Text me, man. That would have been awesome to catch up with you. I was watching on IWTV with my brother. So awesome. But yes, welcome, Mitch Falcon. Maybe just considered a spiritual successor to the old
That figure was so. I mean, they tried. Bless their hearts.
That's a word.
Some of those Marvel Gold ones, it's like, all right, I guess if this is the only way I can get this guy, but I customized a lot of them.
Dude, I remember I still have that Black Panther, like that was on the Beetle body.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's essentially just the Beetle with a different. It's the Beetle with, I think it's just an all new sculpt for the Black Panther head, because I don't think there had been.
No, there hadn't been.
Yeah,
and I can tell you, Tuck, that Dave did not go with the $99.99 raincoat and autograph version.
Wait, where did that go? I didn't. Oh, there we go. You pick up $100 autograph. No, I did not. I went standard. I can't spend $100. I don't spend $100 on a real raincoat. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, that's. I mean,
just saying. I mean, Judith Hogue is amazing. I just couldn't swing $100 for the.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't worth it to me either. I mean, I'm glad I got the regular version. I'm fine with that.
I'm stoked. I mean, like as a lifelong Turtle fan, I'm very excited to finally have a movie April O'Neil coming down the pipe. Hey Neb, how's it going? Welcome back. Very very just exciting. And again, it's that weird thing of like realizing the other day that two of the Ninja Turtle figures that I'm most excited for coming down the pipeline are Danny and April. It's a very, very strange thing to think of. Neb Shapiro, did you guys check out the Mortal Kombat movie? I did.
You saw it?
I did. Oh, I watched it online. I watched it here. I watched it digitally. I liked it. I mean, there's a lot of pointless gore and stuff, but it's Mortal Kombat. Kano, I think, was the best thing. The best competitor in the movie. I was dying with half his lines. Quintillion, sorry, Nip. Just make a raincoat or support a local artist and get one made. Heck yeah. That is the name of the game here at Tiny Meng Tuesdays.
Again, I'm sure somebody will be selling them.
Oh, I have no doubt. Who was I talking? I was talking to someone earlier today, and we were talking about like the Coraline jacket and like a couple other ones where we're like, well, they have the material down. Thought it was appropriately cheesy. Heck yeah. Where does it rank in the pantheon of Mortal Kombat movies? Asked Mitch Falcon. I still like the 95, 96 one, just 95, because that movie was ridiculous. And I remember at the time, my mom worked for a rep company, and like they were repping. Who put that out? Acclaim? No,
it was New Line, I think.
No, the video game.
Was it Midway?
Oh, Midway. There we go. They were repping them at the time, so like it was always funny because my mom would come home and she was so against Mortal Kombat, and I like for the longest time I was like, "Well, you've never seen the game," and I found out that when they would call, the hold music was the Mortal Kombat theme. Mortal Kombat, and it would just be like a 30-second loop. So that's why she hated it. So we didn't get to really watch it until we snuck the Blockbuster. Actually, no, it was Panorama Video at the time. I still miss the OG MK song. Need a DJ scream Mortal Kombat had me. You god darn right. Johnny Two Top. What up, Johnny? How's it going? Mitch Falcon. Midway, thank you. Neb Shapiro, did you hear the rumor about Mike the Miz as Johnny Cage? God, I would be all for it because he is Johnny Cage.
I think he's trying to make it happen.
He has been campaigning, as Neb Shapiro says. I am all in for the Miz as Johnny Cage. You give me that, I will be a happy camper because that is both ridiculous and just fantastic. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to Dremel this stupid heel cup off. Gosh darn it. I'm going to mute myself for a moment while I Dremel.
I guess I will have to entertain the people while Dave Dremels.
Yes. Dance, madman, dance.
Not doing that. That would not go well. We got together with some friends. Now that we're all this group of friends, we're all fully vaccinated, so we were able to actually go and check out their new movie room in their house for the first time and sit there and watch Mortal Kombat. And yeah, it wasn't bad. It didn't like. I think I still probably like the 95 one better as well, but I would have to see it again to be sure. And this is interesting. The hot glue has come out the side of Shang-Chi's head here. I've got that going for me, so I'll wait for that to set up and clear that off. Pale Aragorn, I'm not quite sure what Dave is working on at the moment. Something with a heel cup. I am getting this Shang-Chi head modified to sit on the new MCU Shang-Chi body. No slight intended to Simu Liu, but I do like the comic Shang more. At this point, we'll see what happens when the movie comes out.
I am working on making a new head joint because my hot glue gun has gone missing. So I'm doing this the old way that I used to, which was I would get these cheap 1/6 scale feet because they have a perfect cup joint on them. And I had a couple left. So what I used to do is Dremel the living daylights out of them to get it out. But in this case, I am literally just Dremeling away all the excess to jam into a Warsman head sculpt.
Nice.
Thank
you to everybody for the congrats on the vax, and congratulations to you as well, Quintillion. It's nice to be able to do a little bit more normal stuff again here and there where possible, even if it is just watch Mortal Kombat in a basement. Nice
Man, I want to go see Kong and Godzilla in the theater. That's my.
I'm trying to think what I'll probably. I mean, Black Widow or Shang-Chi will probably be the next thing I see in a theater.
Yeah, me too. That would knock me on my butt.
But we'll see how how I'm feeling about stuff when those actually hit the theaters. Oh, the dentist, yeah. My wife had the dentist last week. Not fun. I gotta get back in there myself, though. Don't want to do it. Do not like the dentist. Crap, I'm gonna have to use the heat gun some more. Boo earns. Alright. Let's see here. No more hot glue. And yes, the theater is definitely. Oh, I mean, I'm so glad that our Alamo is surviving. Because I haven't been able to go to the. I mean, I love going to the movies, and to not be able to do that freaking blows.
Agreed. Sorry, I was listening. I was just dremeling this down. I was like, wait, I know what.
Dave just doesn't give a crap. He's over it.
Yep, you know me. I just don't care about anyone or anything. That's why I'm such an asshole.
I've often heard that about you, yes.
Yes, you know me. Asshole of Minneapolis. Dude, Quintillion, I'm in the same boat. I miss the theater. I will be very excited to get back to it once everything's kind of calmed down. Candace getting my second shot this Saturday, but before that, the old drill and fill at the dentist. Oh my God, you know how to party. Have fun. I don't know what to say in that instance. That's going to be a good and bad day. It'll be good in the long run, but in the meantime, it's not gonna be that fun.
I am with people on missing the theater. If by theater you mean wrestling,
yeah,
which is a form of theater. In my book,
please
miss going to live local wrestling quite a lot.
Heck yeah, you and me both. That's actually that's how we met, wasn't it?
Sort of.
I'm trying to think.
I mean,
didn't we tried to figure this out once a long time ago?
I feel. I mean, you know.
I think no, we knew each other from the posse, the Minnesota Toy Posse.
Yeah.
I think, and then we got to know each other more when we started hanging out at shows.
We didn't really hang out that much at wrestling shows either.
Anyway,
no, it was pretty much all like.
Was it all
swaps?
Huh. Going to the movies, a big thing I miss is Quintillion. Well, I miss old ECW house shows. Ah, yes, good old Etness. I'm a big old ECW mark, so I can't say shit. I just wasn't able to go to any.
Well, you were pretty young and also on a different part of the country.
Yes. I went with my buddy Dylan to the ECW show that was in Somerset, and I had no idea what was going on. I was so out of the loop, and I did not appreciate it for what it was. Can we talk about the Dark Knight Lao actor Chin Han in Mortal Kombat? I don't want to go too deep because it's pretty new. I don't want to go spoilerific because I loose lips. I'm terrible. I'll start going on a rant and then be like, "Oh, and Darth Vader was his father." Neb Shapiro, I'll go to Outworld far from dense jurisdiction, and the Chinese will not extract from their own. Fair. We know you all don't actually like each other. It's just for show. That's true. Dick.
I mean, it's a lot. It's it's like the later days of like Fleetwood Mac. Like we just
are you Fleetwood
to each other whenever separate trailers, all that stuff. There's a reason we do this over Zoom.
You have a trailer? Wait, we do this over Zoom? I've been grossly misinformed. Hey, Odin Rose. Yeah, I will be very excited to hit shows here in the next couple months. I'm going to mute myself once again because I have to Dremel off more. Hold it down, Matt. Or I can Dremel with the sound on, and you guys can experience the delightful chorus of.
And it is true that neither of us is wearing a top hat. The best I could manage right now would be.
Is it sad that I legit was like, wait, I have one of those?
You probably do.
Ooh.
Let's do this for now. It's like a top hat.
together.
It
We're
smells
just
real weird
looking. Yeah.
because
Oh.
I got this when I worked at Savers, and I think it's from like the 70s or 80s.
Oh, yeah. I can't see shit. I mean, I can.
I mean, this thing is hot and smelly, so.
I want to make a couple jokes here. I'm not going to because I love it.
It's like a tauntaun.
Ooh, oh. I'll be getting enough work to come to the dentist tomorrow. So I appreciate the meeting of that. Speaking of which, I'm going silent. I'm running silent.
I'll pull that up. Oh, that's creepy. I don't like that at all. I would. Oh man, this has me thinking about freaking Spider-Verse 2. That's gonna be so good. And then Albert Molina spoiling himself for.
Oh my god, that cracked me up though at the same time because I'm like,
he doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care.
The ultimate villain. Like, gonna spoil one of the biggest surprises. Why?
I mean, it was already rumored.
Yeah, rumor and innuendo only go so far, Matthew. Just saying.
And it was gonna get spoiled by Legos.
No. Just drop.
What happened? Oh no, you're dropping your stuff.
I dropped the piece that I've been drummeling for the last 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, I've had that where I'm drummeling a thing and I'm like, this is going really great. And then the Dremel grabs it and flings it across the room.
Yep.
It's like, all right, I'm going to go on my hands and knees because I only ever had one of those. And
yep. Oh, it never happens on the common piece. Like that.
No. It's always Well, and I'm a cheapskate anyway. I don't want to have to, do it again or find another one, especially when I'm doing that dremeling. I mean, don't tell anybody.
Spider-Man, and painting stuff.
Let's see here. Where is it now?
From a web over there. He's got much too long of hair. Hey, man. There is the Spider-Man.
There.
Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing over there?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so cool. I hate you so much, man.
It is so cool when it plays songs and stuff.
Doesn't it play sound bites, too?
Yeah. I'll just put it by the speaker here.
Oh, yes, Spider-Man.
Yeah, it plays the whole Marveler song for some reason.
Dude, I'm down. God, it's so good. That is from the Soul of Chigokin re-release. And he loves to lord it over me.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, yeah. Fun fact.
I'm not an emissary of hell because I don't have a submachine gun. But
yeah,
it's a matter of time. Okay, I'm taking this off. Whew.
That's fair.
Where on my head?
There we go. That actually looks pretty good. So there's a Tonga Kid. So once the epoxy sets up a little bit, that'll be a really solid joint. Yes. Then I can put the lays around him, and he will be done. I can ship him out tomorrow. That'll be very, very exciting. Very exciting. Man, so in my Spider-Man mosh pit over there of my Spider-Verse shelf, someone the other day goes, "Oh my God, is that X in the back row?" I'm like, "How the hell can you see in the back row?" I can hardly see.
I can't see in the back row.
Hey, Smoke and Joe, how's it going? Aren't they doing a Mayfix of that Spider-Man? He's already out, Ryan Thomas, and it is fantastic. I believe both of us actually have it.
It's not Mayfix though. It's Figuarts.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
But yes, very good. It's a great figure.
Joe. Martin McCanny, where'd he get the eel shirt, from a shop or in a desert? Eh?
What time is it where you are, Martin? Because he's in Ireland. So
damn,
it's got to be some weird time of day. Martin, excellent artist, by the way.
Hold on.
What? In fact, I'm going to grab.
What time is it in Ireland? 2:25 a.m. Damn, dude! Thanks for joining.
I mean,
and welcome to the
must be bored or something. But yes, Martin drew this.
Oh shit! Okay,
pixel art turkey for me. I don't know where he also drew me the thing. I have to find that because it's also really good.
Martin, post your socials in the chat, man. Like get
He does
people to buy.
He does some really cool toy photography as well. So,
and speaking of throwing links in the chat, follow us on all our social media. It's in the chat now. Hey guys, woo! Also, so for those that don't know, Mitch Falcon, that looks tasty. Well done.
Only if you find it in a barrel after beating up a lot of guys. That's the only.
It's fair.
Have you not played? Are you too young for Streets of Rage and Final Fight?
I know. It just without context, when you say if you find it in a barrel after you've beaten up a bunch of guys, it tastes real good.
If you can't say that about the turkey that you have, I mean, you should get rid of it.
Ryan Thomas, gotcha. Well, that's awesome. Thoughts on the new Legends figures? So that would be the Disney Plus wave officially was released, and then
Hercules and
Wolverine,
Human Torch. Yeah,
and the Human Torch. I speculate that we're going to get a retro wave of Fantastic Four. It's
been rumored for quite some time now. I think it's going to happen. I'm in agreement with you, Dave.
I'll be very excited.
I can't tell if that Human Torch has a new body or not. They did say they were going to be introducing a new body type.
It looks like the one they used for the black and blue,
which would be the Sunfire body.
I think so.
So anyway, I'm not sure. Either way, it looks good. I'll be curious to see that. Hercules looks awesome, though he looks a little. I know he didn't have the skirt all the time. He looks weird to me without the skirt.
And he's got some gams on him.
Oh yeah,
Neb Shapiro. I too would love to see a new Mole Man on a retro card. That would be fantastic.
Yes. Mole Man would be great. The other, I really want them to round out the rest of the Inhumans.
That would be awesome. Quintillion, hot Herc. I think we're getting a She-Hulk, which would explain the head on the fan channel repaint. Very true.
Oh,
that would be pretty awesome.
I don't know if I want FF She-Hulk, but if they do,
I wouldn't complain about it. I will say that.
I wouldn't. Well, I mean, it would be inevitable at that point if they did that body that they would also do a Sensational.
Johnny in the chat confirmed it is the body mold from the Super Skrull wave.
Okay, which is a fine body. I think that's the Sunfire body.
Yes, I am literally just trying to find a reference image right now for these shoes I'm about to start painting. That's like I should look at what I'm doing.
No. And then people are saying that gun that they teased was a scroll pistol.
Yeah, so, it's the hair dryer of doom.
So that's fine. I would be in especially if they did it as like a pulse.
Oh, I would love it if it was an army builder.
Yeah.
That'd be freaking sweet.
Because the only scrolls I have right now, I've got a couple of the old Toy Biz ones, and then one of the Diamond Select ones. And I kind of want some non-Super scrolls.
Yeah, I hope they are kind of the lankier of them.
I'm thinking they're going to be, your just generic, Bucky Cap body.
Yeah, Mitch Falcon in the chat. Also, we need a crystal. I mean, there's never been a crystal.
There's never been a crystal?
What?
And there's, I saw somebody today who got the Mezco lockjaw, and I'm like, oh man, that's great.
Oh man,
it's not $200, nice, but
is Herbie small enough to be packed in as an accessory? Herbie's been packed in as an accessory. With Captain Marvel 2, I can see a Skrull invasion coming. Would you call it a secret invasion? Just saying. Skrull Wave would be cool. Want to see new Super Skrulls from the Secret Invasion comic. That would be super. No pun intended. That would be
right. I just want Pybok, the Power Skrull, because he's got X-Men powers and a vest.
I like that. That's the quantifying thing.
He's got a vest with spikes on the shoulders.
Badass.
He's very 90s. They could do him and Elijah the Laser Fist.
Yes, you could. Oh man, now I want all of the Skrulls in every format. I'm going to.
I want the Skrull Kill Crew. which won't happen.
Yeah.
Did
either of you get the new Penta Zero M? You did, Matt. Mine's in
the boss fight one.
Yeah,
I did get the boss fight one. It's quite
mine
nice.
is sitting. I keep getting notifications that it's in Chicago for some reason.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, maybe it's got a show there. I don't know.
I guess.
Waiting for somebody to pick it up from the airport.
Yeah, I was like, it was one of those things where I'm like, it's been in Chicago for like a week.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah, it's been there for a while. I'm kind of.
That's right. I forgot that Paibok is part of the Sword team now. That book is really good.
Yes, it is.
And I'm gonna blank on the artist's name, but I really love his costume designs. And they did a whole issue about humiliating Fabian Cortez, and it was great.
Yes, they did.
The Ultimates from Super 7 for the Thundercats, he's wave 2, Jaga. I know those are supposed to be soon, but I think with the the shipping delays, and then I don't know if it might just be affecting the US. But and those are probably, that wave's got to already be done. It's probably just on a boat somewhere.
Somewhere.
But I'll be curious to see as the year goes by if we start seeing stuff get delayed or if it's just something that's affecting the US. I work in a plastics molding industry or company, and we across the country because of the they didn't feel the need to insulate any of the production facilities in Texas against the weather. So that ice storm, that cold snap that came down there, basically wrecked tons of the plastics manufacturers. So at least domestically, it's really hard to get raw material right now. I haven't heard about anything affecting overseas, but you never know. I imagine. I mean, there's reduced availability anywhere is definitely going to have a knock-on effect elsewhere. So,
yeah,
I'll be curious to see if later in the year that starts becoming an issue or not.
Oh man, sorry, the chat exploded on me. Any word on a ship date? Got that one. Thanks, Matt. Also, Al Ewing is just so underrated. Agreed. Canned goods. What really obscure Marvel character would y'all want in a Legends line? Ooh.
I mean, that's why we're here making them.
I was gonna say, like, I'd want an articulated Howard the Duck. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, made that.
But the weird thing is like you think about obscure characters, and so many have been pulled. Like,
well, obscure doesn't really mean anything anymore. I'm trying to think of like Searcher would be good because that would be a pain in the ass for me to make.
Yeah.
Those would be the characters I would want the most. Would be the ones that I just don't want to take the time to make myself.
Chicago's USPS branch has a shortage of bodies at the moment. I have the package. Oh man, this is my Friday up, so a wee bit late, says Martin. Oh man, Johnny's got a package that's been in Chicago since the 1st of the month.
Oh no.
Yeah, mine's about at that point too. Mitch Falcon, Zarko. Ooh, dude,
Zarko.
Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Here's Will-o'-the-Wisp would be great. I think he's probably. I think Will-o'-the-Wisp actually is probably likely at some point. It's just a filler figure because it's a new head, and Zarko I think is actually another one that might happen now because they've got the baggy jumpsuit body coming in the villains wave, so that opens the door to a lot of characters because they're doing Red Skull and who was the other one that was in that wave that's got that Dormammu. So Zarko would work. You could do Red Ghost.
That'd be cool.
Earth X would be great. And yes, I wish NFL. NFL. That okay. Then yes, that Zarko would be much better.
No, Zarko is the flying squad. Yeah, man. There's quite a few characters that like it's kind of the random things of like that'd be cool. Oh, that'd be cool too, but nothing that like is really popping to me in my head right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've got lists and crazy custom plans and all that stuff. But actually, one off the top of my head, and I don't know how obscure he is because he's been showing up in Avengers and whatnot. But I would really love if they did the Ken Hale Gorilla Man.
Didn't you make him?
No. Or really any of the Agents of Atlas.
I thought you had made one of him.
I have not made Gorilla Man. I've debated it, but I'd have to sculpt clothes, which I hate doing. So
fair enough.
What are you doing?
I apologize for my silence. I'm focusing on painting nebulas right now. As one does.
Obscure. I love Eternity Century. I'd be all about that.
Century?
The Enforcers?
That'd be dope.
Also Century, but Eternity Century. Cat, stop it.
And the funny thing is, I was gonna make like a haha joke about like Extreme from X-Men, but like he's back. He's in the X-Men Legends book. DJ Piecemeal, I am working on some shoes for a custom right now. I made a neck joint for a figure. Matt is working on various Legends. Are you still working on Nanny, or who are you working on right now?
I've been poking at Nanny. I got to let the epoxy set up. So now I'm kind of working on my Hypno Hustler custom that I've been poking at for a few weeks. We'll see how ambitious I get there.
Staying on brand.
Yep.
My dream is for them to make the less popular Defenders from the original run they have not released. Oh man, Son of Satan.
Oh, I love X-Men.
They call them SOS. X-Men 2099 would be dope. I would, dude, a metalhead from that would be fucking awesome. Bloodhawk. All good for more figures. And does the Nick Cage Ghost Rider count as obscure? I would say not. That was an expensive movie.
I don't know if they could do one. Cat, you're being a bastard. I'll send you upstairs. That a whole 2099 wave. I'm not the X-Men was not a book I really dug into a ton. I had the toys from Toy Biz because I bought all the Toy Biz figures, but if they could knock out most of the major characters in a single wave. Just do Ravage and Punisher. Well, not Ravage, but Punisher, Ghost Rider, Doom. Build a figure whole.
A Doom 2099 figure would be sick.
Yeah, I mean, but you could get pretty much all the solo titles in a wave.
Yeah,
I really want a Punisher 2099. I've been picking those up as I see them in like the quarter bins and dollar bins and whatnot, and it's basically just Judge Dredd in the Marvel Future Universe, and it's amazing. There's a whole scene where he jumps out of a plane, and they tell him, "Don't you need a jetpack?" And he's, "All I need is my hate."
So, oh man, Werewolf by Night is a solid choice. Canned goods.
Yes, and the Carter Slade they did from the Nick Cage movie, that I think that was Hasbro. That's actually still a pretty solid figure. The hips are a little funky, but I like it a lot. That might be Toy Biz. I can't remember. But I would love if they did a full-on Phantom / Ghost Rider, any of the Western heroes as legends. I would be all about that.
That would be pretty dope.
I'd started a Phantom Rider custom years ago and never finished it because it was a lot of white to paint. And I wasn't really happy with where it was going. But he'd be another one where I'll probably try him again since he's also, or a version of him is bopping around the regular Marvel universe.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the friggin' name of the character now. I'm thinking of like the trading card versions where it was like Night Watch.
Oh, Night Watch, yes.
Night Watch would be dope.
I have that whole series.
I can't
remember who wrote that book, but it was Ron Lim on art. So Art was solid.
I was gonna say how many issues was Night Watch?
12.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even think
he got his. They tied up all his plot lines and then killed him off in an issue of Spider-Man Unlimited. And then he came back.
Of course he did.
As the villain of Charles Soule, a villain towards the later half, anyway, of Charles Soule's She-Hulk run.
Aaron Ackerman, Spider-Man.
Okay. I mean, that's a good design.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. No lies detected.
Let's see here. Yeah, if I had to keep going obscure, give me Luke Cage villains.
Dude, give me like Cage, like give me that era of villains. Like when
I'd be all
Cage or Power Man. He was just Cage.
Cage. Yeah, I would buy Hardcore.
Right,
the man with the adamantium suit. Who else was in that book? Coldfire. There was Kickback. I think he had really big legs and kicked things.
As you do.
He was not a great character. Yeah, I mean, if they did give me, Piranha Jones or Cockroach Hamilton or Mr. Fish.
Man, any of those. Like any of the, honestly, I would love like a straight up just mobster wave.
Oh yeah.
Like just give me them all. Like
no, I definitely have plans for Crime Master and the Big Man and who else? All those, Ditko era where it's a dude in a suit with a weird mask.
There were a few of those. And by a few, I mean a few dozen.
Yes, Cadaver was the zombie from Secret Defenders, I believe. And that's another character where I feel like somebody should dig him out. I would love Terror Inc.
Terror Inc. would be dope. I would love them to do a Legion of Monsters box set. Like that miniseries was so much fun. And I don't think it gets the love that it should.
I mean, I would also, if they want to give me Frankencastle.
Ooh.
I know a lot of people hated that, but I thought it was fun.
I didn't hate it. It was bonkers.
Oh yeah, it was insane. And yes, absolutely Geek Show. Farrell is a must at this point. We need Farrell and Richter and Siren with the quickness. Finish out that core X-Force team.
Right. Then they're done.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to get into... I mean, I'm trying to think some of the weird later ones. Bedlam.
Oh man, sorry, I'm catching up on the chat again. A vehicle players would be so great. Would not happen, but would be cool. I would love like some various Hell Cycles or like, man, seriously, missed opportunity. They should have done that friggin' what was it? It was like a grinder from the second Ghost Rider movie where he hops in and all of a sudden it's a giant flaming saw blade.
I never did see the second one.
Avengers Million BC designs are underrated. That would be really cool. Do it as I could see that as a San Diego pack for sure.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Mitch Falcon? The next person starring Caliban.
I think one of the Hasbro team had implied that. Well, one of them said that they would like to do a retro Ghost Rider wave, which I would be all about.
That would be dope,
especially if they did it with the bikes. Because
man, that'd be so fun.
90s era Blaze and an updated Vengeance, and yeah. Okay, I don't know where my tool is, so I have to take off this afro that I was sculpting. Because I don't have the tool that I would use to texture it, and I don't want to screw it up. So
I am making these textured chucks, or not textured, but like cosmic chucks, and it's so trippy.
Cosmic chucks.
Yeah, they're like low rider chucks. So it's the thing of like, okay, I painted everything up, and now it's getting the details. I'm trying to kind of keep it on the DL because I don't know if the person watches that I'm making this for. Geek Show Inc. Looking forward to FallCon so Red and I can finally stop by and catch up with you in person, Wheeler. Heck yeah, man. Is it cool to use your real name? Just let me know in the comments below. But dude, I cannot wait to see you and the kiddos again, man. It's been far too long. Also for X-Force stuff, villain-wise, a Gideon would be awesome.
Oh yeah, Gideon.
I want a Kane.
Oh, I would love
not the big red machine, but
give me the rest of the 6-pack. I want Kane. I want GW Bridge. I want Grizzly.
Ooh, yeah. For it.
I think we'll see it probably.
Well, I mean, it's X. Eventually.
A X-Force era repaint of Nimrod. I gotta figure they're gonna do that since they invested in the tooling.
Yeah, at the same time, that's I look at some of the BAF stuff and I'm like, well, I could see them totally just going meh, just one and done.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's I don't know. It's if they can get it because they've milked the Sasquatch tooling. They've milked some of that. I mean, they're willing to do one and done, but if they can, do it again, that reminds me, I'm very excited about Ursa Major. And yes, Ursa Major does have redeco potential, Neb Shapiro. Now that I didn't even see your post before I was thinking about how cool it is that we're getting Ursa Major.
Giant bear.
They could tweak him into Grizzly
easily.
Proportions are a little funky, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, Grizzly would be the big one that I would want to see out of him. I'm trying to think if there's other bear characters. Yeah, it's not the X-Force Grizzly, the Spider-Man villain Grizzly.
I mean, either way.
I'm trying to think of other bear-like characters that might be able to get, but they'll do Grizzly, the Spider-Man villain.
He'll be in like 2 waves.
I'm very I've always loved him. Nick Spencer did a great job with him in the Ant-Man book from 5-6 years ago now. And he is a former pro wrestler. So
Mitch Falcon, which Kane? I prefer his first Liefeld design. I would take either. Because they're all ridiculous and I love them all.
I like that design fine. I think because the designs for Kane that I know the best are the 2 they did as Toy Biz figures. And I think the second one they did with the green suit and the red harness was that the Capullo Kane redesign, or was it somebody else's? Oh, that might have been Romita Jr.
That might have been Junior's.
Anyway, I like that one too.
A lot of the Legion of Losers, very true.
I want all of the Legion of Losers. Give me the freaking I think it was DiMatteis and who was on art? Was it Luke Ross?
No.
Spectacular era, like post Clone Saga.
Oh, it might have been
like robot suit kangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, give me that. Give me Spot. Why haven't they done Spot? He's easy. He's a repaint. Give me Spot and just put some freaking color form black circles in there. You can stick on stuff.
That'd be
maybe just like a fist coming out of a hole. License to print money. And yes, I would also want the other Kane. I'm happy with the Scarlet Spider version of him that they did, but I am a big fan of, as somebody who started reading Spider-Man during the Clone Saga, that original veiny long hair purple cape Kane design.
Oh man, hell yeah!
I had that figure. There was the one from like the BJ's or whatever 8-pack.
Yep.
The Toy Biz one that was a repaint, and it was the Hercules Aeolus figure.
Yep.
And it bothered me that the veins were just painted on, so I ended up I got some puff paint and redid all the veins to give him some depth. Yeah, I wish I still had that figure.
Man, to this day, I rue the day so I don't know. I joke with John, Pack Rat Studios about there was a seller that had that at a swap, and I was like, I'm gonna run back to my table to grab my cash, and he got it. He swooped it.
Oh,
he swooped it on me, and I was like, I mean, he didn't know that I was
wanted
that cash, but I was like, I came back and I was like, what happened to it? And he's like, oh, I just sold it. I'm like, what do you mean you just sold it?
I told you I was going to get my money.
And like literally John came by and he was like, look what I got. I'm like, you're a dick. I was so angry. I was like, Mitch Falcon says yes from the cable miniseries. Not Kane, but I'd also like Kane from the Clone Saga. Yes. I believe that's why we were talking about that. I'm sorry, I'm catching up. The okay. 6 from Mutant X would be dope. I actually have those original Toy Biz figures still. That was an absolutely fantastic series.
I've hung on to the wings.
If they could sculpt the black bits on for Carnage, they should be able to sculpt the veiny bits for Kane. I concur.
I agree, and they better. I also want Spider Side.
See, Robo, if you're watching, I'm not the only one who wants that figure.
He's stupid as hell. I love him.
But
actually, that reminds me.
Maximum Clonage was legendary, man.
If they want,
I just want a Brute. I'd take a Brute. I'd take the Fallen. I would take any of those guys. I would love a 6-arm Spider-Man from that series.
Like, I want the Slingers.
Slingers would be dope. It's one of those things like Ricochet. I don't know why I loved Ricochet so much, but then in hindsight, my brain was like, if I got Ricochet, I would make the Amazing Spider-Boy from Amalgam. That's right. I said it correctly this time. Ta-da!
Amalgam
for life.
No, for life. No, I would. I mean, they'll never do Amalgam figures, but I would love that too. But yes, Ricochet and Hornet and
Dusk,
Prodigy.
Yeah. Did they ever end up revealing who the hell Prodigy was? I don't even remember.
Prodigy was the dude.
Well, because they were like, it's a link to Spider-Man's past. And I'm like,
no,
not.
I don't think so. No. And then Hornet's dead.
Yeah, he got brought back though.
Did he? No, maybe.
I think he got brought back. I'm pretty sure.
Well, so Hornet came back for a little while, but it was actually Cyber, which was a real weird bit of story. That in the
that's what it was. Yeah. I remember that now.
Because when you think of hey, there's another character I'd take a figure of, Cyber.
Clones.
See, I don't know if there is an actual heroic Hornet now. There might be out of that Scarlet Spider story. I'll need to read it again.
I honestly don't remember. That was one of those series that I know I read, but it just didn't. None of it stuck. You know what I mean?
There were parts of it that were solid.
I'm not knocking the quality of it. I enjoyed the shit out of it when it was going.
But it just didn't.
My brain didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's gone silent. That's my bad. I'm sitting over here trying to paint galaxies, and my brain's just like, nope. You don't get to talk anymore.
Yeah, a full amalgam line would be fun, Ryan. I agree. Especially if they did, if they went deep, or if they did stuff that was I would love if they did a Ladron, actual art styled Spider-Boy and the Legion of Galactic Guardians or whatever the heck they called him. I love his art so much, and it was just such a cool book. I gotta go back. I gotta go back to those because at the time, in 1995 or 6 or whatever, when I read those, I did not have the background or the language, So when they're homaging all this stuff, they're whatever, and I'm like, I didn't. None of it clicked with me. I just didn't know.
It didn't hit.
Well,
there we go.
I enjoyed a lot of it, but like I wasn't reading freaking like Legion of Superheroes. I had no idea who any of that was. You
Dude,
know,
I remember the animated Dark Claw book.
Yeah.
And it's like I would love that. Like I legitimately, when I saw a couple of those DC animated figures on clearance,
Oh.
I was like, I was so close to buying a bunch to make those. And I was like, when am I going to make these characters?
Well, you got 2 hours every week, man.
Yes. Okay. To be fair, I don't see them on clearance any longer. Also would need a Doctor Strange Fate. Hell yeah. Doctor Strange Fate would be a must. Honestly, like
Speed
the
Demon.
funny thing is I think of a lot of the more obscure ones that like legit I didn't realize Robin and Jubilee became Sparrow.
Right.
Like, you know, the kind of more obscure ones would be kind of fun to have. Ooh, Pale Aragorn brings up Planet Hulk figures. Also would be flippin' solid. Although I feel like they're gonna be getting through those. I have no doubt.
It does feel like the days of, I mean, there's enough characters that they could do, but it feels like the tide has turned a little bit on the days, you know, like of the Toy Biz Hulk line, where it's like, here's these massive freaking figures.
Yeah.
Card. Like, that's just not, I mean, they did say they're going to be doing more deluxe stuff, though.
Yeah, I still don't believe. It's like, I want to believe, but I don't.
Well, they said it. I mean, Target's got shelf space for it. Then I can, you know, we got MODOK now.
Oh my god, damn it! That's what I was gonna bring down. I have MODOK upstairs, and holy crap, that figure hits.
It's great. It's excellent.
It hits on all cylinders.
The main selling point for me over the original Build-A-Figure is the interchangeable faces.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I'm replacing it. Plus, you know, this one's just better. The joints are better integrated and all that. A little annoyed. The leg broke on mine, but.
Oh, did it actually break? I didn't. You said something about being careful, and then you're like, apparently. That was the last I heard.
But I gave in and bought one when I saw them in the store. Yeah. It just like tore at the joint.
Did you return it?
Well, so I had one on pre-order, which is supposed to be here tomorrow.
Nice.
So when that one shows up, I will I'll just swap it out and return, because I thought I saved my receipt from the one that broke, but I can't find it anymore, so I'll use my online receipt. But yeah, I mean, check this out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like, just like full on.
Damn.
So, meh.
Yeah, I got mine together, no sweat, and I was like, all right, I'm going to futz around with this. And I futzed around with it for a good half hour, and then I was like, okay, I have to do adult stuff now.
That was the other thing. I'll probably have to do some Dremel work to get it to work. I do want to modify, because I think I can modify this MODOK so that I can just pop his hair off.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Potato Head, and just dump the extra bits in the top rather than having to take them apart to store the extra face and hands inside.
Yeah.
And I shall not lay off the steroids. The only thing that gets me through the day. But yeah, I can, let's see here. I'll have to cut off this bit at the back here. And then, I don't know if this will fit through here. Maybe. So yeah, I'd have to cut out a chunk of this bit here.
Oh yeah, to pop them on and off with the.
Yeah, because this doesn't quite fit. The extra face wouldn't quite fit when it's in the assembled. Anyway, so that's a project for some point. We'll say the new Shang-Chi wave is pretty solid.
Fucking to make him into Eddie from Mega Man.
Ha! Oh, that would be. That was a whole plan I had at one point. I was going to make a lamp, where the base of the lamp I was going to just get like a construction helmet and like a ball or something, and the base of the lamp was going to be a Met from Mega Man, and the lamp shade was going to be an E-Tank. And then I was like, where would I put this in my home? Where Danny would also be okay with it.
It's like the bedroom, baby.
I don't need any table lamps down here.
Yeah. You say that now.
Also, in filling this in so that the joints are workable. I just have this weird half egg Iron Man thing. I'm tempted to just make him some suspenders.
Please do.
So he can have a weird egg diaper. But
please do.
But see, then I would just have to tear it all out so I can make it a nanny. So,
boo.
I don't know. I suck. It's fine.
That's the attitude, Matt.
Hey, what's the saying? Beat others to the punch and hating you.
Who the fuck says that?
I don't think anybody says it seriously, and if they do, they should not.
Damn. All of a sudden, I feel
3-year anniversary of Infinity War today, really?
What?
3-year anniversary of Infinity War today.
Oh, I'd believe it. I guess you think about it. Last year, kind of went.
I did not know.
It's wild to think about. It's been that long.
Wow.
Man, the funny thing is, fun little thing for those who don't know in the chat. I'm a comic artist outside of doing all this lovely stuff. I'm also a designer and such. I had signed on with the local Alamo Draft House, and I was doing all the Marvel movies. I would make an exclusive print, and I got to collaborate with an awesome local dude who's a bit of a comics legend in his own right, Gordon Purcell, to make prints. And not like Purple Rain prints, but it was awesome because we'd make these exclusive prints and we'd get to go see the movie opening night.
Nice.
And I collected one of each of the Mondo glasses from each event that I did, except for Captain Marvel because they didn't get them at the theater. And so that is one of my not grail items, but that is one of the things I have a safe search for of I don't want to pay $80 for this because it's a tumbler.
Right.
I would really like to get it eventually.
If you luck into it.
Yes. So it'd be really cool to add that to the display. Because I think I'm going to put those on a shelf in the kitchen once we finish
your kitchen
work in the kitchen. Because right now, as you saw the other day, it is a giant vacant open space.
Well, yeah, but it's coming along.
Hey everybody. It's been an hour, so we're going to put on an awesome ad from one of our sponsors.
Every week.
Matt's embarrassed.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Oh,
yeah. Every time. Never gets old for me anyways.
But you got to make a Mindwave Comics one or something.
I don't have time for that. No.
That only took me an afternoon.
Mitch Elkin, hey, cat. Oh, you need to remake that stop motion with the new Ursa Major when it comes out. Oh, yeah.
I should do more stop motion.
Heck yeah. No, somewhere I have an old Mindwave Comics ad that I did a long time ago.
See?
I have no idea where it is. And it says, love cat friends. I love the kitties, but I'm so allergic. It makes me sad. Because it's oh, cats are rad. I want to be able to breathe.
Yeah, we were talking. We talked to Frogger a little bit at the show. And well, so we went to Danny and I went to the first wrestling show over the weekend. It was great. We gave some money to Don't Die Miles because he's good at what he does, but also he cut a promo. With his cat that was hilarious and cute, and we support cat people. So anyway, we're talking briefly with cats. Thunder Frogger was also there, in the same little weird cranny that they have. There are these doors they have, and there's a hallway behind them, and they put up these plastic sheets so the wrestlers can sell their merch without, having to expose themselves as much to us and us to them. So yeah, it was Super Atomic Thunder Frog, Don't Die Miles, and Devon Monroe were all in this one little doorway. And so we're talking to everybody, and we're talking about cats. And yes, Frogger is also cat averse, which is a shame. So he said, well, if we ever do work for you, we can just measure you in the yard.
Just come over here, party.
That too. Yeah. You don't have, you got dogs.
Yeah. He likes dogs.
With a Hot Comics ad on it. Really? Huh.
Somewhere. That's fantastic. Oh my God. So I just remembered. So Chaz, locally, Chaz Raps, gave me a DVD of an X-Men cartoon that it might be the same one. He gave it. The funny thing was he gave me the VHS at a WrestlePalooza, like at the beginning of the show. Like when I bumped into him, he's like, "Hey man, like this has a Hot Comics hat on." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." And then I had to carry around a VHS tape in my pocket the rest of the night. And people were like, "A flask?" I'm like, "No, it's not a flask. No, it wasn't a VHS. It was a CD. Sorry, because it was. I shoved it in my pocket, so I just had this large square in my pocket.
I mean, there's probably a market right now for VHS tape flasks.
Oh, there it is, Tonga Kid.
Tonga Kid,
ready to go, fully articulated. Fully sealed, got removable lays. All right, let's effing go, eh? Oh, that was the most Minnesotan way I could have delivered that line.
It's kind of Canadian.
Let's effing go, eh? Yeah, Tonga Kid, mahalo, bro.
Cripes.
Jesus. Okay, I did that. What am I working on next? Come on, brain.
Yeah, I'm definitely out of sorts a little bit tonight. I was all ambitious with this nanny figure, and now it's like, oh no,
it's okay. We're improvising a little bit. There were some scheduling snafus with a few different folks who were possibly going to be guests this evening, and I was like, I was talking to Matt, and he's like, "Dude, we can do a 2-man show." I'm like, "Hell yeah, we can. We haven't done that in forever." So here we be, and
fine, you're stuck with us. Whatever,
suckers. What the hell? Quintillion, boil some frogs. I would. Except so again, we're doing work up in the kitchen, and I don't know where the hot water kettle is. So these guys will get boiled.
Oh, those frogs. I was like, what? No.
No, not yeah, baby. Not super.
Well, or just even real frogs. No.
Yeah, no. That's not how I roll. You know this.
I mean, I didn't think so, but you learn things.
Thank you, Mitch Falcon. You guys are doing swell too. I really legitimately, I know I say this every single stream, but thank you for being here and talking, having fun with us.
We very much appreciate it.
It's not nearly as much fun without you guys.
No.
Geek Showing, Chuck, Doc Hopper. Oh man, I showed that movie to my son the other day, and he got so upset. He was like, "They're gonna eat frogs." Huh?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, Doc Hopper is from the Muppets movie. Oh. And he wants to have Kermit the Frog be the spokesperson for Doc Hopper's frog legs. And so the whole thing is they're chasing him down, or they're going to boil him. No, NECA frogs are the only frogs that should be boiled. I agree, Quintillion. And that Michigan Frog Looney Tunes cartoon is on HBO Max if you haven't seen it in a while. Wait, really? Ooh. Recently been tinkering with the Earth figures. Each had at least one. Dude, I have yet to see a single person get that figure and not have to do something to it, which is a bummer.
I had to take all 3 almost completely apart.
Oh,
yeah, it was.
I keep seeing Phantom at the local Target over by me, and I'm like, he's really cool, but I'm not gonna do it.
He's so good.
I know. So good. Is that Nanny of Nanny and the Orphan Maker?
It sure is. Gotta make her some eyes.
Charles, I gotta say, you and Matt would become fast friends. I must say. Hopefully, once, FallCon. You know what, Matt? I'm formally inviting you. Matthew, would you like to be my guest for FallCon? Come hang out with me at the table.
I haven't been to a FallCon in years.
That's your loss, man. It's a hell of a fun time.
I know it is. I mean, I just don't buy, I don't go to comic shows as much anymore.
But they're toys.
It's older. It's toys I don't really need. I did go briefly with a friend of mine. We did a quick sweep through. I got him to buy Kaiju Max, as everybody should. Buy Kaiju Max, because it's great.
Kaiju Max is fantastic. We should get Xander on here sometime. I should drop him a text.
Sure. I love that book. I also greatly enjoyed Top 10.
Geek Show Inc. That is awesome. To your nanny. I even see that post of the person that did the NECA photo shoot of their oven and then forgot. Oh no, I did not.
No.
That makes me so sad. And Charles, I'm 100% with you. I miss Con so much. I am very excited I accidentally opened up the code for this on the right side by accident. I'm very excited. I will be a guest at the MCBF Spring Fling coming up here. So I will be out at the Mermaid on May 15th. Oh man. What, I heard something fall.
Oh yeah, just the blast effect.
Oh, right on. It's so cool looking. Damn it, Matt.
Wrong way.
So it's a NECA Meltman figure from the Action League now. Oh yeah, man. Considering that if you grabbed one of these, repainted it, you would have the flesh. He's super strong.
Yeah, he's pretty much just nude.
I mean, it's the DC buck.
Yep, and I knew what to expect because I had to take those apart pretty in depth too, and those terrified me because I'm like, won't be able to get more of these.
Yeah, those were
Until they randomly showed up at Walmart.
Yeah, that was weird. I remember a bunch of my buds were like, hey, I went to Walmart and I got that San Diego exclusive that you picked up for Mike. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You did a what now with the where?
Well, that's like some of that stuff where it's, all these San Diego exclusive, all these Masters of the Universe figures are at Big Lots for some reason. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man. I wish I would have picked some of those up back in the day because, good Lord.
Yeah,
some pricey meatballs these days.
I did pick several of them up, which is nice. But I could have gotten more. They didn't really hit too
Charles. Well, we'll catch you at the next one for sure. I'm sorry, Charles said you couldn't get the 15th off for that.
Oh.
Canned goods. My Flash Gordon also has an annoying gap between the abdomen and upper torso, so I'm putting some I can never pronounce that. Avis epoxy and lessen that gap.
That's interesting. I haven't seen that on these. And a bummer. Yeah, my Meng does not want to stand. I'm gonna need to super glue his ankle joints.
Oh.
Tighten them up a little bit. I'm always wary of doing that because there have been times where I've just frozen the joint, but
don't worry, NECA does that for you.
Not the ones I want, though.
Funny how that's always the case, though, where it's like, wait, why is this joint locked? I want to be able to move it at the hip.
I'm definitely gonna have to boil the frogs a little bit. I think I might have to boil some of the disguised turtles.
My disguised turtles were spot on. I mean, I was a little nervous about one Leo's shoulder joint, but I did the tried and tested. I'm gonna move this a little bit at a time and hope to God it doesn't explode.
The trick with those, or the thing that I found challenging with those, is that with the clothes you can't really see. Like on mine, all of the arms were turned backwards.
Yep.
And it's like, what? No, now I'm like you're making me want to like almost break these.
Charles in the chat said I saw them at Walmart when I only had $5 to get the milk I needed, and then I went back and they sold out.
Oh,
The exclusives or the Guardians? Because they're Defenders rather. Because the Defenders are all available all over the place now. Like they really hit a bunch of locales.
yeah, and they're gonna be. Okay, yep, and they're going to be, you can get them from BBTS and the usual suspects like that now too.
And Charles, if you're looking for any of them, they're over. I know they're at the Target over by me, so just drop me a message if you're interested in any of them. I'll go pick them up, and we can figure out a time to meet up.
All right, so I think I'm going to have to increase the height on these platform boots for the Hypno Hustler, but
I think that'd work though.
But you got to get crazy. Like
that's true.
There's nothing like going over the top.
Canned goods. A while ago, Android praying up on a shelf. He took a shelf pad and then broke up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The neck. Yeah. That's why I like legit. A lot of my NECA stuff is a little lower on the show.
I use the stands a lot.
I thought about that, but my turtle display is a hot.
Oh no! They eat up the space. Absolutely. Yeah. No, my Krang broke when I got him too. Not in a noticeable way, but when I popped the torso apart, the little thin bit, at the belt cracked, and I was able to glue it. But it's like, oh man, that's a bummer. I do think that it's possible, Neb, that Super 7 could do an Android body. We'll see, but it'll be $100
at least. So I was actually talking about this earlier. The Mutagen man. I think I grabbed him last night when we were doing Foosh Live, and I was looking at this chunky boy, and I was like,
he's so good,
man. Like thinking of how big an Android body would be from Super 7.
Well, you've got Bebop, right?
I have Bebop, yeah.
The Super 7, because he's fucking massive too.
Bebop's the same height as Mutagen Man almost. Like Mutagen Man, I think is maybe a quarter inch shorter.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But yeah, man alive, like, whee. There we go. Charles has found his method. Adding set to my order. Yeah, I was talking about it the other day. Like, I'm trying so hard because I am such a big turtle dork. Like, with Super 7 and the NECA figures, my thing basically comes down to: do I remember them from the cartoon or do I remember them from the toy? Like, which is the more iconic version for me? And that, for me, like Mutagen Man, he's cool looking in the show. Don't get me wrong, but when I think of Mutagen Man, I always think of the vintage figure.
Yep, same. That's most of the line for me, which is why I've been kind of waffling on the
cartoon stuff,
the animated line, and then buying them all anyway. Because at some point it's like, well, eventually one of these lines is going to be more comprehensive than the other.
Yeah,
and which one is it? Yeah, that would be awesome.
I feel like NECA is going to be just powering releases. I mean, think about the sheer volume that they announced this last month.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how many. I mean, at some point though, like unless they're going to start doing characters that weren't on the show in an animated style, they're running out of characters that I think can sell.
Yeah, at the same time, I could, you have a lot. You have Irma, you have Vern, or the boss. You have all of the neutrinos. You have.
I'd say they've got like at least they've got a good year probably at least.
Oh, a year or two. I mean,
yeah.
You think about it. I mean, say 6 2-packs and maybe a 4-pack and an exclusive or two.
Well, they're gonna get all my money with the frickin' gargoyles anyway. But
yeah, how many are you getting from the new Super 7 wave? So the new Super 7 wave, Matt and I were talking about this afternoon. That specifically, the figure that I did not think I was going to be lusting after was that Sewer Samurai Leo.
Yeah, he caught me off guard as well. I was not planning on getting that one. I was going to cherry pick him and Krang were the two I was definitely on the fence about.
I'm going to pop this up there. So
I think Krang's gonna have bendy tentacles, which I'm not super in love with, but
I don't know. I don't think it'll be bendy tentacles. I think they'll have that cut joint.
Maybe.
Because I mean, looking at them, like there we got Ray Fillet, absolutely stunning. I hope they do a variant of him in his unwarmed like colors.
Oh, you know they will. It'll be an exclusive somewhere.
I went the wrong way, but this one cracks me up. Whoopsies. Sewer Samurai Leo is stunning. The addition of the mask and the cloth goods and everything, and the painted shield.
Yeah, extra accessories.
It's insane. Leatherhead just looks crazy. Leatherhead rather just looks absolutely bonkers. And Krang,
have you seen the 3/4 shots that they did? Because Leatherhead is like super, like he's long.
Yeah. No, I legit with this Krang, I was pretty stoked because last night on Fush 5, I was like, the only thing I could think of really like boosting the value on this to make it worth like the $45-$50 for the figure is dropping another Krang in. And then they did, which was pretty cool. Quintillion, oh yeah, Vanilla Ice figure would pry open my wallet in a heartbeat, flipping heartbeat. There's part of me that hopes that
the money.
That Vanilla Ice and his backup dancers is going to be a NECA like San Diego exclusive or something.
Yeah, I could see him being San Diego or New York Comic Con.
Quintillion, Super Samurai, that would be pretty awesome. I doubt that we'll get a figure of that maybe for a year or so until the series wraps up at the very, very earliest.
Well, and if I would like to see NECA go back to comic Turtles, though. Again, I don't need to spend more money.
They said that they are. They're revisiting the Mirage.
Okay, which would be cool, but I would also be into the, if they wanted to do some of the IDW stuff. There's some good designs there.
Yeah.
All right, cat. Oh God! Ow!
Hold on. Let's focus in on the murder cat there. Get him.
I don't know what he wants. Ow!
Rage. Rage.
What are you doing, Nigel?
Nigel, you're a sexy beast. Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll just do this.
Quintillion in the chat plus Power Rangers TMNT is going to be
those
dope.
have been rumored, haven't they?
They've been announced that they're coming.
Oh yeah, Lightning Collection or something.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Mitch Falcon, he wants the power. He is the co-host now.
He's not much of a talker.
Hello,
if you want to co-host, we got to get Haggerty down here. He doesn't shut up.
Nigel,
ow.
Focus.
Yep, he's just full butt on my head.
This is amazing.
This is so.
Quintillion Green Ranger Shredder. I agree. Sorry, I'm so like locked into watching the cat torture Matt now that it's taking over. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can make this angle better.
Oh God!
There we go. Now just cat butt taking it up. There we go. Cat wrestling. Says Charles in the chat.
Nigel, the people do not want to see your butthole.
One-eyed cat. The dreaded one-eyed cat. Oh my God! I was going to show some of the stuff I was working on.
Yeah, no, feel free. Nigel's just gonna, where are you going, buddy?
More entertaining.
Ow! There he goes. All right, he's going there. I don't know where that is.
Is he? I don't believe.
I don't know. He's just standing.
He's getting ready to launch.
He doesn't know where he wants to go.
3, 2, 1, go, kitty, go.
Okay. Oh. Ow. There you go.
Another reason why I think I'm a dog person. Not, outside of the fact that cats would literally kill me.
I was gonna say, your dogs would do this. They do this fairly often.
Oh yeah.
They don't put their butts on your head necessarily.
No, Shapiro. Hold on, let me. All right.
It's the Nigel show now.
Oh,
it's fine.
You classy. Also,
do not drink my paint water, Nigel.
Why not? Superpowered, man. I was goofing around earlier, and I don't know why, but oh damn it! How did I get this on here? I dropped that, and it just made me laugh.
That's great.
It's so dumb, but this figure, like another figure that has legit not left my desk because I can't stop playing with it.
No, when I was over there yesterday, I should have looked at that. I've been curious about that figure.
Dude,
he's just so huge.
He is, but I stand by, like, he legit is going to be one of my figures of the year. Hands down.
Too big. I mean, I get it. It's the Hulk. He can be as big as he wants. And I like the Cosmic Hulk head, but...
Quintillion, look out. That some bitch falls down.
Yeah, that's true.
You're done for. Does he scale well with other lines? In my opinion, he does. I like my Hulk bigger.
I think he scales fine with the other lines. The issue for me is that he was bigger than the.
So for reference, he has a custom head, but this is the 80th, and there's the Select.
Yeah, is that he was bigger than the 80th, which they've been doing a lot of different Hulks out of. So Maestro and Red Hulk and Gray Hulk and all that out of the Maestro or out of the 80th mold.
Yeah.
So I didn't want an Immortal or a Savage Hulk that was bigger, but I do really like the Cosmic Hulk head, and I might need to get that.
It's real good.
I should probably do it soon because some of those diamond figures,
dude, once they're gone, they're gone. Wait, you want the? Did you say you wanted this head?
Well, I like that head on that body. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I mean, if you don't want that head, I don't have an extra, Green Hulk body at this point.
I was like, I legit don't think I'll ever use this head for that figure because I'm so in love with that figure as that figure. Hold on, I don't know if this will even fit.
What am I even doing?
Oh my god, this makes it look like Hulk's son, Robot Hulk.
Hulk's son, Robot Hulk. I mean, I would watch that show.
Hold on, I gotta heat him up a bit. I gotta throw a little heat on him. Give him a heater, as they say. Oh no, I unplugged my heat gun. Where is the cord? Where is the cord? As you can tell, we're highly prepared on this show.
Always.
Oh no.
Have the prices already jumped on those Quintillion? I mean, I haven't looked. They probably have.
Does he scale with other lines? Yeah, I want another one to customize, but they're really hard to get. Yeah, dude. I would love a Gray Hulk or a Fix-It in that scale. I think that would look really cool. I would even like just to get one just to kind of futz around with some dry brushes, but they did such a good job on the airbrush on it that I don't think I would do anything with it.
I mean, Diamond has been good about going back on stuff.
This looks weird. Average guy, Hulk, walking through the grocery store, robot eye. Michael Cole voice, this is professional.
Already. Well, maybe the ship has sailed for me on the Immortal Hulk figure.
Yeah, well, call around, man, because I'm sure there's some local shops that might still have them.
Well, I remember those for a while there, like Barnes & Noble was carrying them. And
Quintillion, I will say, the boiling the head to close the jaw, I did that on mine. The problem is he has, the jowls, when you close the jaw, it makes them stick out really, really far. And it ends up, I've seen people do it, and it looks good, but not from all angles, in my opinion. Because when I did it, I legit immediately boiled it again so that it would just go back. The way that it was. I was like, I've ruined it forever, except I just apply a little heat and it's good to go. But yeah, in my opinion, I just so good. Just a beefy boy.
No, it's a great looking figure.
There was part of me that legit wanted to do the Buscema Hulk leap, just have him hanging from the ceiling. And I'm like, no, because he will fall, and I will be walking in one day and just get a massive dinger on the head.
I mean, you could do the Buscema, Hulk side punch thing that he does,
right?
Or is it I can't remember, but yeah.
He's just it makes me happy. It's one of those figures that just hits just right for me. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's right there. We need a Marvel Select Surtur in that scale. That would be cool.
I would like him as a. I wish they would bring back their 12-inch line that they were doing.
The 12-inch Marvel Inch. He is on a very secure stainless steel shelf. He's also at the back of that.
Well, because when they had the not that I bought many of the 12-inch figures, but when they had those bodies, they were using them to make big guys. So there was and they were exclusives, which was a pain in the ass. But Goliath and the Frost Giant, stuff like that. I would love if there was a outlet.
I was sad
on the scale.
I was sad when they didn't use the 12-inch, like the 12-inch Legends line to do any of those, because they did a lot of cool bucks. I mean, granted, we got a lot of those figures released in a smaller scale, but I feel like they never went back to the bucks after.
No, it's weird. And the tooling is probably just sitting there, and you could use a lot of that. Like that Daredevil would work for, you could do Giant Man on that. I'd love if they did Atlas.
Atlas would be cool. You could use that Hulk for so many different big dudes.
Yeah, it seems a shame to waste the bodies.
Well, and that's what this head is. I mean, it's a shrunk down.
Okay.
One that Casting Cave had.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have a spare if you want it to F around with. It makes me happy.
That's the other thing. I should probably start working on one of these weeks. I gotta. Yeah.
Oh, I have my Bino paint. Oh, there it is.
No, I want to make the General Maverick version of Red Hulk. So I want to go in and sand down all his pants, give him the little bikers, the red, white, and blue, and we give him mustache, sunglasses.
That looks sick.
That's on my list. Again, Al Ewing, U.S. Avengers, fun book.
Heck yeah. Super Spike agrees. Hail to the yeah.
All right, what's Neb's custom here?
The only thing on my shelf that is bigger than Diamond Fruit, but not by much. That's fair. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta pull up the Twitch stream to click on the link. Because on my end I'm in producer mode, so it won't let me just cut and paste. So I have to mute this real quick. Oh, I already have it muted. Ha ha! Oh. Post the link again, Neb.
It went away. Oh.
Well, it won't let me scroll up because I just joined.
Oh, right.
Chat.
You are correct, Mitch Falcon. They had to fulfill the prophecy of Avengers Forever.
Yes.
And make Songbird an Avenger.
Hey, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. People keep saying, or speculating that we'll see.
Damn. Sorry.
We'll see Thunderbolts out of, Zemo's stuff and Falcon the Winter Soldier. I'm like, oh damn.
Neb, is that yours? Because that's epic. That's fucking fire crotch.
Yeah, he needs some Gold Bond.
God damn. And so we got kicked off YouTube, just like that. Fire crotch, fire crotch. Crotch on fire, fire.
Yeah, if you're gonna make a song out of it,
I mean, why not?
You're just tempting fate at that point.
Oh, Neb Spiro found it online. Oh, sorry. Super Spike, Gold Bond. Super Spike would know. I kid. Please stay.
I agree that's probably. I'm hoping that we see that out of the MCU, if only because they're going to have to, because they're out of Adult Avengers.
Well, and I could see another Young Avengers box set like Toy Biz did back in the day. I could see that. I could see it being a whole wave. They have enough people, So you got Patriot, you got Hulkling, you got Scarlet Witch's kids, Speed and Wiccan. You have Patriot. You have.
I want them to. Or if they do the McKelvey, the Gillen McKelvey book, do Marvel Boy, America Chavez. I would love a figure of her.
I mean, there's so many that they could go down the rabbit hole with those, which I'd be all for, because it would end up being so many figures that I think are well deserved at this point.
I mean, I just like them to do the recent West Coast Avengers, if only because I want a Brodok and freaking what was there was another character in that book that I really wanted to figure out. I mean, it'd be nice to get a new.
If that Wonder Man figure wasn't like 5 figures back, I would grab him because that's my pride and joy right now. Like I still just.
Oh, that's a great one.
It pops me. Like it's one of those figures where I'm just like, this is good. I like this. I think Loki is going to give us Kid Loki, and Secret Invasion is going to give us Hulkling. I totally agree. I mean, with all the Skrull stuff coming down the pipe, I can definitely see that happening. There we go.
Yeah, I mean we are. I mean, if they age him up a little bit more, we've got Speed and Wiccan in the MCU.
Yeah.
We know we're going to get Kate Bishop. So
happy with this one.
Favorite figures of the year so far.
Ooh.
Well, wow. Yeah,
it's up there. The Disguise Turtles, for sure. Actually, you know what, Matt? I'm gonna put it at MODOK. Hell yeah. Again, it's that thing of looking up. Also, like Peter Benjamin Parker, technically, I think came out last year overseas.
Technically,
but
Frogman, baby. You got Frogman.
Yeah. See, Frogman's cool. I like Frogman. I don't think Frogman makes it into like my top. Let's say top 5.
Well, okay, that's fair. Still man, maybe for me.
MODOK for sure. That the Diamond Select Hulk. I'm gonna say the Disguised Turtles, but the Disguised Turtles count as one. Just putting that out there, because otherwise that would knock that out. But the Peter Benjamin Parker, if you can count it for this year, definitely. And then Plunderlings, like just in general. I only have Boyle so far, but Sweet Sassy Molassy have I had so much fun with that figure.
Oh, they're super cool.
Last night on Earth.
It's mostly a repaint. There's a bit of recency bias. That's a good wave. He got a little cheap on the paint. Todd did, but it's a good wave. I like it.
Batman. So I have the Hush Batman, which again I think I technically got at the end of last year. Yeah, I did because I had him at the old house. So I got him last summer, but I got Hush Superman this year, and that is like. Just I have it right over.
Didn't you get the Mafex Peter Benjamin Parker this year?
That's the figure I was talking about earlier.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were talking about the Legends. I'm like, I mean, that's a good figure, but
oh yeah, no. Okay, Matt, I don't think I've done that on this stream. Oh god, I don't want to dip my
don't break nothing
in the paint. There goes the one SH figure arts figure I own.
That's a beautiful toy.
But here's why he's at the top of my list. Hold on.
Oh. Yeah, I can't believe you got 2 of them.
It's that good.
I mean, it looks really good. It looks like a great toy.
It is. I admittedly got a very good deal on the second one, which is what kind of put me over the like I'm not gonna do this hump. God damn it! Knocking everything over up here. But ironically, I'm knocking Spider-Man's over with Spider-Man's.
This would be another favorite of mine for the year.
I still have yet to see that one in person. It's real nice.
I do love the WWE Masters of the Universe.
Heck yeah. I saw everyone from the wave except him. Oh man. Hush Batman last year for sure. I didn't even get to. He's down right above my head. Nice. Thankful for my good call.
That's another good one that again recency bias, but I just got this in the last week or so here. Classified Zartan.
Ooh.
Very, very nice.
I'm trying so hard not to dive down that line.
Oh, I know. He comes with a monkey's paw.
That he does.
Monkey paw. The Sentinel Miles Morales looks nice, but no, I'm good. I'm not gonna go down that. I try and stay away from the import stuff more just because I'm a quantity guy. I want as many characters in the same format as I can get, you know. Creepy.
It's so cool.
That it looks so good. I mean,
Major Blood seems like a mighty fine figure eventually when it hits everything.
Oh god, yeah. If anybody can find one, I did have better luck with the last wave, but I think at that point, Pop Finder and Brickseek weren't working.
Yeah.
At Target, so I think it was.
Easier. I'm not in on classified, but I legit walked into a Target and one of my buds was like hardcore on the lookout for those. And I saw Flint and Lady J, and I messaged him. I'm like, "Are you still looking for these?" He's like, "Yes." Did you find them? I'm like, "Yeah." So I grabbed them.
The Flint and Lady J have just started hitting heavy at the Walmarts now. Here they had hit pretty heavy at Target for a week and then got picked over. They've got to figure out distribution and stocking on that line, and yeah, it's been bad. Zartan I got from BBTS. I know he showed up at like Walgreens.
I keep seeing roadblocks. Like the roadblocks are replenishing.
Yes, and because there's the repaint wave.
Oh, Mitch Falcon, you just made a best friend in Matt Lind right there.
That's not unpopular. That's not an unpopular.
Not unpopular with him. I love Sigma 6 too. That's actually, honestly, I probably own the most Sigma 6 figures out of any of the recent lines. Ooh, lucky you, Quintillion. That is amazing, because that's insanely cool.
I'll be right back. I have to let the cat out, but I'm just gonna put this guy here.
Hold on, I'll zoom in. Look at that madness.
Yeah, his torso's clear. I need to make a new 4-inch version of him. But anyway, Dark Ninja Master, Sigma 6, freaking just great. And any Joe fan that says it's crap doesn't know what they're talking about.
So fun fact about Sigma 6 is when I was getting into school, when I was starting out, I think his name is Chris Lee, if I recall correctly, the guy who designed all the Sigma 6 stuff was a graduate student. And he was there for about 6 months when I was there, and he was designing the toy line while I was there. And it was just so dope, like, because he like put on a lecture, and it was right when the first wave hit, and it was just stunning to see like what went into it, because it was such a cool, different take on G.I. Joe. And like I will admit, I really like G.I. Joe. I'm not a G.I. Joe collector per se, but that line had me hook, line, and sinker. I still have the Snake Eyes up on my shelf up there, and I still have his motorcycle somewhere with the bright green dragon on the side of it. I actually repainted that Storm Shadow when it came out. I had it for a long time, and then I repainted it as a Hyrule themed ninja for my friend's birthday, and I miss it. This is a great toy.
I missed something there. It sounds awesome. But
I really only ever owned Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and the motorcycle, and I owned a couple miscellaneous ones here and there, like that I got at garage sales and stuff, like Zartan and Sci-Fi. No, he has the backpack with the robot.
High Tech.
Okay, there we go. I had him, and I always thought he looked like a Ghostbuster.
Oh, absolutely. There was a guy that I knew through the Joe customizing boards. I think he sadly passed away last year, COVID related. But his whole thing was doing custom Sigma 6 figures.
That's amazing.
Like I think he did pretty much every Joe from the original 80s line as a Sigma 6, because Sigma 6 ended and you had a lot of Fairweather fans who just got out of it.
Yeah.
I was talking to him at one of the G.I. Joe cons down in Houston, I think, because he was out of Texas, and he was saying he actually got a call from I think it was the local FBI office.
Oh shit!
Because he was getting so many packages delivered to his house, and they're like, "This is weird. What's going on?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's all toys." And they're like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, come into the garage." He's just like, "Yep, here's boxes and boxes of Sigma 6 figures that he was using for fodder." I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was something else suspicious. It seems like the FBI wouldn't get involved otherwise. But
that's yeah. I was gonna say, were these boxes from known felons?
I don't know who was buying Sigma 6. Maybe.
Mitch Falcon, the Adventure Team sets are the best Hasbro toys in my opinion.
The Sigma 6 Adventure Team sets, yeah. I wish those because the concepts that they had out there for those, I really wish they had done.
Oh,
because man, I gotta find it because it's another thing that I gotta add to my customs list at some point. I'm not gonna do a Sigma 6 version because that fodder is just a pain. But I definitely want to do like 4-inch Joe versions of a lot of the Sigma 6 characters because the 4-inch GI Joe line is my jam. But I love the Sigma 6 designs. Let me see if I can find it here.
I was going to say, for those just joining us for the first time, look at Matt's collection in the back. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I stand by. I've said this a couple times. Like there have not been many times, but I remember going into Matt's amazing toy museum and legit being like, "Thank you. This is amazing." Like I geeked out so hard. Neb Shapiro, Sigma 6 has me thinking about the movie's Commanders. Then I realized the Ramen Toys has been radio silent ever since their streams. I noticed that, and I didn't really want to bring it up because I know Robo specifically. Oh man, what the hell's going on?
All right, I'm gonna put this in the chat here, Dave.
Yes. Boop. Oh yeah. Oh damn. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sharing screen. In 3, 2, 1. Boink. Damn.
So that is an unproduced prototype of Sigma 6 Zanzibar. And
cool.
If you don't love that, I don't even know what to do with you.
Mitch Falcon. Zanzibar. Any
and then, oh yeah, I forgot they were gonna do freaking. Oh man. Oh.
Matt's going down a rabbit hole.
I am. I just, what could have been?
Pull up. Neb Shapiro. Anyway, that Ramen Toys thing is a little sketch now. I don't know. I remember Robo was talking about it too. Of like they're kind of asking for the pre-order money up front, and there's a lot of that stuff that's like, oh no, this could go south so quick. I mean, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because those figs look absolutely stunning. But
but them, and then I was tempted by the
Battletoads.
Yeah, but again, I can't take a risk there. I just got my Eagle Force Kickstarter figures after I want to say it was like 4 or 5 years.
Damn.
And they were communicating, and they did the right. They had some issues with some of the. Like the factory scaled them weird, and they're like, well, this isn't what we wanted to do. So they basically like scrapped all of their molds.
There's your bad.
But yeah, I finally got them, and I was like, oh, this is great. But it was one of those things where I'm like, I need to be careful with, these Kickstarter things. So like gorilla. I love the style. You can see a shark in the background there.
Yeah, I love the treasure.
But I do love the the Battletoads figures look super cool. I think like BBTS might have those on pre-order, so you could do something like that. It's less risky there because if they don't get produced, you don't get charged. But
Quintillion, we will check that Instagram link out in a bit. Matt, you can check it out. I can't pull it up for some reason. I just tried to pull up the link, but
I'll give it a shot here.
It is his G.I. Joe collection. Yeah, they were all, email us and wire the money to account X.
Classified. Yep, that's a good. You've got a Viper, which is more than a lot of people can say.
Very true.
And all 3 Cobra Commanders pointing at each other, which I love.
Quintillion, I totally agree. They have so much to overcome before personally I could ever go.
I had gotten some stuff from Megalopolis at one point, I think, but it took a while, and just I didn't have problems the one time I ordered, but I think it was earlier on before the wheels really came off, and then since then, and yeah, Geek Show. I was talking last week, or maybe it was just in one of our Facebook Messenger chats about the Prisoner figures, and I am very tempted by those as well, because I freaking love that show. I'm less into the retro, like Kenner style figures.
The 5-inch retros.
Yeah, but Prisoner is one of the few properties that would get me to like break that.
I will be very curious to see where that ends up.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that, like Charles said in the chat, I want to support the Kickstarter for the Prisoner figures, but I've been burned too much on there. I fully agree. There have been so many that have just fallen by the wayside, and it's sad,
It is when people take advantage of fans and collectors and all that. I mean, I customized a G.I. Joe format number 6. So I've got that in my collection, and if you ever need a rover, just get a white balloon. You can have a rover pretty much any scale you need. But
blow it up.
I would love if there was. I mean, that's another line that I would love, like a super, in-depth version of. Like if NECA wanted to do it, that would be cool.
Neb Shapiro, the guy behind Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, was on Unparalleled Universe, and he was really on top of his stuff. Yeah, that was amazing. That line.
And they've delivered.
Well, it did. The first, like the smaller scale stuff, delivered. It's out there. He's proven that it can be done. And then, like it, I highly recommend it. Unparalleled Universe did a live stream on YouTube. I think it was Friday, right? Yeah, dude knew his stuff and was just on top of it, which was awesome to see, because there have been a couple times in some recent times where you kind of sit there scratching your head going, how the hell did you...
that's Boss Fight. I was willing to support them because I knew a lot of them, from shows and stuff.
Boss Fight from the get-go, I was like, because of knowing who was behind it, it was...
Well, yeah, they came from... I mean, they all worked in the industry, so they knew what the risks were going to be.
Yeah.
And they still, with that first Kickstarter, they were still figuring it out, because I think they ended up saying that they were losing money on the all-in.
Yeah.
Because they had too many unlocks.
Yeah. They didn't think it was going to hit like
right.
it did.
No, it went crazy.
These guys right here.
And then same thing, I also backed a couple of the Marauder Incorporated Kickstarters for their 4-inch figures, just because Hasbro doesn't seem interested in the format anymore. But yeah, any toy Kickstarter these days, I'm very wary of.
Like I said, these guys I just missed out on, and but I kept track of the scheme, like the actual campaign, and it was one of those where I was just like, this is so good. And now it's just that thing of like, I don't know, it has me stoked.
Oh no, those look super fun.
Ramen Toys is like the beginning of Mission Impossible movie, just a mysterious message, pretty much.
I mean, they've been fairly. I mean, I've seen some of their stuff. I've got some friends who are following them on Facebook, and have been kind of, because they're very excited about the line. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be really interesting to see where things end up.
I can't remember what scale are those going to be.
Which ones? The Ramen Toys?
Because they're doing Centurions, right?
Yeah, that Centurions. They're on Centurions. They're 80s Commanders.
Yeah.
They're 6-inch. 6-inch. Yeah, so it looks. Again, I want so much to trust that this is going to be what it's going to be, but
I don't blame anybody for being cautious.
It makes sense. You got to be. First thing they supported was the Toy Pizza action figure of the month 2020, but that is a different world. A little bit. So we are actually winding down. We only got 5 minutes left. Neb Shapiro, that's on Kickstarter. That was Todd McFarlane, though. That's like, friggin' Babe Ruth coming in and trying to sell you on a baseball game,
which pissed people off.
Yeah,
they're like, why does he need to kickstart a thing? It's like because he doesn't know if there's a market for this, and he's trying to reduce the risk.
Yeah,
and it's the same deal. People are like, why does Hasbro need to, crowdfund? It's like because they can't get a retailer to support this thing. They got to know if it's worth it.
Neb Shapiro, Neb, I am right with you on that. I legit got that figure in hand. It's a stunning piece, but the articulation choices and the bulk of the cape and everything, like I took it out and I legit took a look at it, messaged my buddy who I knew was on the lookout for it, and I said, hey man, I'll follow you for what I paid. Moved it on. It was a catalog basically, so he's Trump.
No, I was interested, initially, and then, as it progressed, and I'm like, okay, so they're not gonna integrate the articulation, I guess. Okay, cool. Yeah, it just didn't.
I can't not think of something farther without hearing the Jay Hernandez impression. I'm right there with you. And fun thing, we're trying to get Jay on here for a future show. So hopefully soon I'm going to try and nail down something on the schedule with him. So keep an eye out. We'll have some fun. But we are down to our final minutes. So we're going to do our usual plugs. So Matthew, where can they find you, Matt?
Instagram. I should probably put some new customs up one of these days. I gotta take some pictures. HypnoHustlers_customs. I am at HypnoHustlin on Twitter, and you can find my wife and I and all the wrestling gear that she makes, and I just kind of attach my name to on all your social medias under some variation of Enhancement Talent clothing and gear.
Right on.
David.
Canned goods. I have a good few McFarlane figures. There's some good ones, but there's also some iffy engineering. I completely agree. I've been really selective with them.
Well, thank you, Geek Show.
Just did a follow to all of them from my account. Hell yeah, Charles. Charles is a good dude.
I am excited for the upcoming McFarlane, Gunslinger and Redeemer and stuff. We'll see how those.
I'll be real curious to see how they come out. But it's that thing of I'll believe it when I see it.
The DC stuff has been decent.
Yeah. And as always, I'm Diamond Dave. You can find me on Instagram at the Dave Wheeler. On Twitter, you can find me at Dave Wheeler. I know, super inventive. You can find us always plugging the show on Heel Turn Radio, cross-platform at Heel Turn Radio. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much to everybody for coming by and keeping the chat lively. If you want to keep it rolling for a couple more minutes, we got a couple minutes. If not, we will see you next week. I'm so tired. we need a little sunlight here in the Twin Cities because it was just dark, rainy, and cold today.
Soon, I think.
Someday.
It's supposed to clear up.
Someday we'll find it. So, good night, everybody. Okay, I know we said it once already, but thank you, seriously, for everybody who came by. We had a friggin' blast. I'm trying to keep the energy up. Jesus Christ, that thing is terrifying, Matt. On that lovely note, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Tune in tomorrow on Dave Wonder channel for the AEW Watch Along with Robo and Cincy and myself. Maybe we'll get Matt in on this one of these days. We'll see. But yeah, until next time,
things have happened.
We'll figure it out. We love you all. Keep being awesome. Bye. Back of Spider-Man's head.